say that Disney is the happiest place on earth, but I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna have to disagree a lot. How's it going, guys? My name is Chase Farrow, and this is my day 2 coverage of Super Lab Battle from a couple of months ago down in Austin at Circuit of the Americas. Unfortunately, this video got super delayed because while I was down there, I was messing with camera settings, I was playing with different things, and I messed up my stabilization. And so a lot of the clips were like really shaky and not very good. So I ended up having to stabilize them after the fact, and I had hundreds of them. And so that ended up like setting things way back. And on top of that, I've had a bunch of events, Fuel Fest, Good Guys, which that didn't really go as planned. The Talamina Rally, prepping for LS Fest, which is this week actually. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So the 15th, 16th, 17th, I think is what it is. If any of you guys in the DFW area or anyone traveling is planning on coming in from out of town for LS Fest, come by, we'll have our tent set up. We got a huge group of cars going. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come by, say hi. We're gonna try and do some ride-alongs for people. That would be super fun. So yeah, if you do wanna do a ride-along, try and bring a helmet. So, but anyways, yeah, so that's why there's been a little bit of a gap. But after LS Fest, I have a whole series of videos. I have like 5 or 6 in the pipeline right now that as soon as we get through LS Fest, I'm gonna start releasing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into day 2 of Super Lab Battle. And just like that, we are back at day 2 of Super Lab Battle here at Circuit of the Americas. I'm gonna try and make my way to other sections of the track today. I spent a lot of time in the paddock, spent a lot of time on the front straight, obviously some time at turn 1 yesterday. I'm gonna try and meander to the back half of the track. I am gonna stop at the paddock, but then I'm planning on climbing the Coda Tower today, so it just feels like something you have to do when you come here. So I'm going to grab my drink and I'm gonna head in. Now something that's interesting, I didn't expect, Colin sent me a post on Instagram. Apparently Ferris Cortoumi is back in the United States and he's got the car. He posted last night showing the car up in, I think, Louisville. And so we had a sneaking suspicion he might make his way down here. And he did. So if you guys don't know Ferris Cortoumi, he has it's like this olive green, carbon Kevlar bodied, crazy time attack C6 Corvette. He's basically been wandering around the world breaking track records. He's here, so I'm looking forward to seeing it on track. That'll be a really cool one. So we're gonna get in here, see if I can find it in the paddock. Before we head over to the paddock, I think I had mentioned yesterday, maybe not, but that they're doing this Just Vibes car show or something like that. So I figured we walk through here, see if there's anything interesting. I mean, right off the bat, this GTR's clean. I really like the fitment. Those are good wheels. Tesla's not really interesting. Camaro looks pretty much stock. That's a good color. I dig that. It's a good color combo on that GT3, or GT350, excuse me. Is this a stock, unmolested 240? Oh man, look at that. That's beautiful. Right-hand drive. It's got a shift knob, but dang. That might be one of the coolest things here. It's a really pretty Supra. I like the oh, there's a couple of FDs. Okay. Is that Rich? Sure is. So this is Rich King's car. He does a lot of GRIDLIFE stuff, does a lot of LS Fest, that kind of thing. I think he goes out to Good Guys, so we'll probably see him here in a few weeks. This thing's an animal on track. This thing is very, very, very fast. Also, sorry if the camera's pointed down a little bit. It's a little bit difficult for me to see the screen. It's very bright out here. I love seeing the narrow bodies going out there and putting in work. Nice. RTR S650. Very clean FD. Another clean FD. Ooh. R32, R35. Alright, this is some interesting stuff. That is quite the paint. Was never that big of a fan of this generation of the Genesis. I call him fish face. Dang. Look at that. Look at this Evo 10. This is something. Dang. Now this is neat. Now that's a clean Hawkeye. I'm a sucker for a Hawkeye. The problem is I've considered buying one on more than one occasion, but I can't bring myself to do it because I know what maintenance nightmares they are. This NSX over here is beautiful. Look at the spoiler. So there's some pretty neat stuff. It's an interesting exo bumper on this Porsche. Man, look at that turbo. Gosh. Whew. They went crazy on this thing. Nice. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff over here. I don't want to go too far that way because, well, there's a lot of copyright music going on, but there's definitely some cool stuff. Well, I got up here just in time for the track to go cold for lunch, but looks like they're still drifting. since the time attack stuff is on break for lunch, I figure before it fires back up, I'm gonna go check out the drift paddock, and it looks like there's some really cool cars here, so we'll go film some of that. Dang. That was crazy. Oh, look at that. That's cool. It's a play off of the John Player special livery. That's awesome. You guys that are in kind of, you know, plugged into the drifting community, so this car belongs to Kevin Susi, and he actually lives, I'm pretty sure, like a street over from me. He has a shop in Van Alstyne called Turn 5 Fabrication. so as it turns out, you can't just go up the tower. They do tours, which is basically they just take you up the elevator. You get to stand up there for like 2 minutes, and then they bring you back down, and you have to pay for it. And I don't know if that's really worth it. It looks cool though. I mean, maybe sometime, but I just don't know if I want to pay money to stand up there for 5 minutes, you know. Not to mention, there's not a session going on right now. They're breaking for lunch, and I think someone may have blown up in turn 1. They had trucks up there working. I think someone dropped oil on the track, so it would be kind of pointless to go up there and not even get to see the cars on track. So yeah, that's a bummer. But this vantage point that I'm at is awesome. I mean, we're right on the side of the track here. So I might hang out here and see if I can catch some good shots. I wonder what class is going out first. Here's another really great view. So back there is the end of the back straight. Through here, I'm sure everyone who knows COTA or has watched like an F1 race on TV knows exactly where we're at. Should be some really great shots over here too. Looks like the Dusel Corvette's coming. You know, Disney is the happiest place on earth, but I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna have to disagree a lot. I mean, dude, this is so unbelievable. This is so cool. The fact that you can get this close to the track, we have access to like the bridge and all these super cool filming spots is just absolutely amazing. And the fact that, you know, you get the entire weekend for $25 is just such an incredible thing. So yeah, if you've never been to an event like this, you really need to come out. That being said, in the meantime, I'm gonna shut up because I know y'all didn't click on this video for my face. I'm gonna keep filming some of these cars. This spot also has a really good view of turn 1. I know my camera zoom isn't, you know, super great, but it's really great in person. I think now they've got street, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure this is street class. So I'd really love to see the limited and unlimited cars come through. Yeah, this has to be street. But man, these vantage points are just so good. I mean, this is just so cool. Actually, one car that I've been watching all weekend is about to come through. It's an ATS-V. Very interesting choice in chassis for Time Attack, but I think that's one of the things that makes it so fun, is that you really never know what kind of chassis you're going to see out here. I mean, you guys saw the arrowed out K truck. That was pretty awesome yesterday. So, gonna catch these guys as they go by. In fact, there's a Camaro coming up that's been just killing it. So I'm getting ready to head back up to the bridge because it looks like, I can't tell if that's limited or unlimited, but the G-Speed C6 is about to come through, and it is insane. Yeah, these cars are fast. So I'm gonna get up on the bridge and see if I can get some really good shots of them coming through. They're all on their warm-up laps right now. Well, my camera died, so they just finished up their session. I think we're gonna go back to the other side of the track and try and catch Unlimited from that bridge over there, so I can get a really good view into turn one and everything. But yeah, man, this is super cool. I have to start being careful with my battery. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move over there and catch Unlimited. Okay, so apparently next is not unlimited. Apparently next is the final GRIDLIFE Touring Cup race. So they're actually on their formation lap. They just went by, so that'll be cool. This will be a perfect position to catch the GRIDLIFE Touring Cup race because they're going to be coming through here, like really fighting each other. So this will be cool. Really sent it into the braking zone. I was wondering if it was going to be able to make it stick into the following corner because that puts you on the outside. And that BMW has a lot of grip. And that Acura TSX of all things is also shockingly fast. Somewhere back there is a little Miata with a wing on it. Somewhere. There he is. He's doing his best. Camera's getting pretty hot, so I need to conserve some battery for the unlimited class and the Paddock. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this bit here. It's a good race though. Looks like we did have someone have to retire though. I don't know what happened.
Oh, I wonder if that was him that left that trail back there.
So the GLTC race just ended, and the black C5 did end up, after dropping down to third, he fought back and ended up taking the lead, I want to say on lap 4, and held it. So he managed to get the win. It's just so fast on that back straight, and because it's lighter than a lot of the other cars, he was able to keep sending it harder into the braking zones. As the laps went on, you could see people, you know, struggling a little bit into the braking zones with the heavier cars. And he was just really sending it. So Unlimited should be next, I believe. I hope. We'll see.
So the Rafa McLaren just ran a 1:59.5.
Rafa just backed up that sub 2 from last weekend with a 1:59.5 on that last lap. So that thing's insane. It's amazing what these GT3 cars in the max effort class can do when, you know, with basically without all the homologation rules and stuff. They can turn their power up. They can run, you know, a bit more aggressive aero, and it looks like, well, there goes the Dussault Corvette. Wonder what happened. I'm actually gonna pop on over to the paddock and link up with the Dussault guys, find out why the Camaro isn't running and the Corvette just left on a trailer. Well, getting ready to head back to the paddock, and saw what I think was the Dussault truck pulling the Camaro. Of course, it was enclosed, but it looked like the Camaro's front splitter was in the bed of the truck. So I think they might be gone. They might be done. So we're gonna pop back to the paddock. Max Effort and Unlimited just wrapped up I think their second to last session, or maybe it might be the last session, I'm not sure. I think they might have one more. So that might be pretty much wrapping up the event for us. But we're gonna head back to the paddock and, you know, have a look at what's there. See if, I think Ferris is here, but apparently he's not running because he doesn't have the right safety equipment, which is a bummer, but at least we'll get to see the car. Coming into the paddock, and it looks like a lot of teams are kind of, you know, closing up shop, because I doubt I think they might have one more session, but I doubt the track's going to get any better. I think, you know, everyone's pretty tired and fatigued, and, you know, I think probably the best runs were going to be this morning for a lot of these guys. Of course, again, like I said, Rafa broke into that sub 2 again just in this last session. But I think people are pretty tired. A lot of these guys travel from, you know, quite a distance. So, man. What a cool cars. Gotta check out C5s. This GT3 RS was absolutely killing it out on track. Love those wheels. How cool is it? Again, you can just walk right through the paddock, out of the pit lane. Oh, well, is this, what class is this? Is this street? This might be street. There's the Rafa going back into its garage.
is the black C5 that just won out there in the GRIDLIFE Touring Cup. Unfortunately, this is the 86 that had to retire. But man, this C5 was just ruthless on the back straights into the braking zones, and of course had plenty of grip in the corners too, so it seemed like he was just biding his time to go in late and just take over the race. Let's go check out the 911 here. It was just freaking killing it on track. Of course, the Hennessy. Oh, they took the roof off of the Hennessy. Now you can really see in there.
You're right.
Man. Look at those door jams. So cool. Oh, and I think it might be trying to come into this trailer. Oh, so close. So it looks like Dusel Designs did pack up and head out. So, and a lot of teams are. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and get away from this car. But anyways, a lot of the teams are packing up. Everyone's tired, heading out. It was a great weekend though. I mean, it was so much fun. What an amazing experience. I'll definitely be back next year with the car, do more. And it was great running into, of course, you know, a lot of the friends that I've made over, you know, the last couple of years. Corvette Colin was here with us. I ran into Brian Snow C6 on Instagram and his brother. That was super cool. I ran into Dallas and Stephanie for a few minutes, but I was kind of all over the place filming, so didn't really get to spend too much time hanging out with them. But yeah, just such an absolutely amazing experience, amazing environment. So we'll be back next year and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna start my long drive home. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, until next time, drive safe, throw your car batteries in the ocean, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.